So let's talk about our house at 10840 Meadowcliff Lane. This is in East Dallas. It is a really cool, I'm going to say it's a U street because it is blocked at both ends.
Yeah.
It is one street in, one street out. That is it. But it is right on a creek. We've sold a couple of houses on this creek before, and it's a really convenient location.
Yeah.
We were over there within 15 or 20 minutes when we went yesterday or day before.
And this is the side of town where you begin to have a lot more. I feel like you have more accessible park space, both in the neighborhood and in the surrounding areas.
Yep.
It's a really good. You have access to Northwest Highway and 635, which are super important. But also, you can get over if you're traveling through East Dallas. You've got to be able to get to Abrams and Skillman quickly, and both of these are readily available for you. If you're not from Dallas and you're commuting, this is an easy way to get in and out of to downtown. Plus, if you're an international or a state to state, you have DFW and Love Field probably within 30 minutes to Love?
Yeah, probably 25 to 30 depending on traffic, and then 40, 45 to DFW.
But the great thing is you're already on 635, so you just step up and get on 635 and you're on the north entrance.
That is true, and they
Speeds that up.
And they are starting to get those center high HOV lanes, toll lanes finished over on that section of LBJ.
Jeff, speaking of airports, they said that they just started breaking ground or whatnot on the McKinney Airport, which is basically due north of you here. So I think that if you're looking to buy and have a place that's going to appreciate in the next 10 years, this definitely would be something to think about.
And some of the things that the locals love, number one, Flagpole Hill. This is part of White Rock Lake area, part White Rock Lake system. And this is on the northern end of the lake. It is a beautiful, really high part of the park. And there are a lot of outdoor concerts. They do a lot of, like our company sponsors 4th of July out there. We also do, there's another fall event that our company sponsors out there. And it's really a lot of fun. So someone in my past who is probably 30 years older than me told me that she saw Tony Bennett perform a concert at Flagpole Hill back in the 50s.
Seriously?
Yeah, outdoor concert.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I also, if you'll go through when you Google this, you'll see that they have a really great playground. They spent millions and millions of dollars. I believe it's tied to a famous golfer, one of the Spieths, I believe. I think it's also designated for special needs children, which is really great. And one of the funniest things about this one, I used to live in this neighborhood. This area has, it's high up, as you were saying. And when it snows, this is one of the few places you can get on a cardboard box or a sled, and you can sled down to the bottom. That always freaks me out that they'll never will, but just go across Northwest Highway right there. But still, it's pretty great.
One of the other things in the neighborhood is called the Sandy Pickle, and this is over by the Village Apartments. This is a outdoor pickleball courts. I think they've got 6 pickleball courts, 4 sand volleyball courts. And this is one of those places where you go and play and you order food and have drinks and just have a great time.
I bet it is packed right now. This is one of the very few places that I have not played pickleball at. I believe you probably need to get Court Reserve, the app, and then you probably should be able to go from there, select Sandy Pickle and block it off. I would not venture over there and just think you're going to pick up a game.
Yeah.
It's a little more packed than that. Also in this area is a local favorite. It's called Dream Cafe over in Lakewood. This is just a little further south on Mockingbird from here. And I think that cross street is Abrams right there. This is a really great shopping center. There's a Sprouts also in it, but this is a really, it leans more organic, more natural, less processed. It's not vegan, but I do know there are vegan meals on here. Absolutely one of my favorite places to go for lunch because they have a black bean brown rice grilled chicken that is actually, that's probably what I'm going to eat tomorrow, is excellent. So check this out. They also have a second location over on McKinney Avenue.
And they actually started in the Quadrangle. Their original restaurant was in the Quadrangle. Really,
that's right,
really
Jeff.
right where
Forgot.
Where
It's
is
where
it?
Crushcraft is
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that.
So
These locations are so much better. That was a little sketch.
yeah, I would agree.
All right, so let's do it.
Let's talk about this property. So this is 10840 Meadowcliff Lane. This is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 1-car garage, a little under 3,000 square feet, and it is priced at $869,000.
So when this house came up, I was like, we are for sure going to reach out to Beth and see if we can feature this house. To me, from the front door to the back door, I was impressed with the way this house was done. I think that it speaks in totality to so many of today's buyers, from the flooring to the way that they've renovated it and thought about how do we incorporate kitchen to living room. This house makes sense to me.
It does. I love how the kitchen layout. They've rounded corners on the cabinetry, rounded corners on the cabinets. They are tying it all together with the rounding of the facing on the fireplace. The tile, the backsplash tile, is really a cool tile, and I think you said it's probably the jumping off point for
I did think
not
that,
only the rounding but the color pattern.
I do. I think that they leaned in on their warm neutrals. This is a great example of warm neutrals that are not taking into gray into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have stepped away from that. I love the fact that this actually has like an appliance garage, and there is a fridge right now in it. We toured it yesterday. There's a fridge in the back, but they also have 4 small below counter refrigerators.
Refrigerator drawers.
Drawers.
Yeah.
They are so unique. And I was like, I think this is a really, really smart idea. I could see that using those so often now.
Yeah.
Better than a beverage fridge.
Yes, I would agree.
So much more versatility.
Master bedrooms on the first floor. This is looking out through the front there. You have a ginormous closet in this. A beautiful, beautiful master bath. I think the views out of the master bath window are probably one of my favorite parts of the house.
You know what? Okay, if I had to pick my favorite part of the house, we'll get to it in a minute, but it's the backyard. But this master shower, I thought they did a great job. So you've got your sculpture tub here. I like the flooring. I thought the flooring was well thought out. There is a little bit of a ledge right there. I think I would paint the little recess right there around the window a different color to make it jump. But this is a great walk-in shower. I like the bench. I like the size. Again, you see the arches that are around the entrance, or arches that are around the entrance into the shower. All that works for me.
They've done a really great job in keeping it all together. This is that appliance garage in the kitchen you were talking about. I think I gave these back in the wrong order, but
look how good they are.
Yeah, this is the little powder room. This is a great, perfect location, little powder room, which I think you need to have. That way it keeps people out of the master bathroom on the first floor.
When I walked into the house, I was like, it all works. And then when you jog upstairs, you're going to have 2 balconies. I liked this living room. I thought that it was the right size. And smartly, the 2 bathrooms that are upstairs are done similarly. And I think that's smart. I think that it just kind of works well. They've taken all of the tile all the way to the top.
Mm-hmm.
For overall, I thought that the floor plan worked, and their design selects actually fit what today's market is looking for.
You know, one of the things that I really liked about this was it has the continuity of the color without being boring.
Yeah,
I
would agree with that.
It's really, they put a lot of thought into the textures and the colors, and is it going to be, just all the same color? Is it multicolored? I like the fact they didn't stain the deck here, because that would have, I think if they stained it dark, it would have thrown it off.
Oh, that's true. I would not want to see that dark. This is actually, the city has come through and created this enormous gabion wall. If you know what that is, we'll put a link into it in the comments. But it goes down to this creek. This is why I absolutely love this. It is nice, quiet, but as a kid, I would be running up and down that creek like I was out of Lost Boys. That would have been everything I would have wanted. You step down. But the other thing too is this faces due east, so you do not get the beat down of the sun in the evening in that backyard.
Yeah, that house protects you.
I loved it. The great thing too is that you're going to see these are the floor plans. These are also available online. There'll be a link. You can click on that on the comments, and it tells you, this kind of helps We're seeing this become so much more common. We always do this on ours as well, but it helps people understand the layout of the home and how it works. So you can see how this one car garage allowed you to have a large utility room and an appliance garage.
So this is 10840 Meadowcliff Lane, a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 1-car garage built in 1971, a little under 3,000 square feet, and it is priced at $869,000, which is $293 a square foot.
It's great. So we want to say thank you so much to Beth Ryder for allowing us to feature this amazing home. There is going to be a link in the comments, as we said. Click on that. You can see all the pictures, even the ones we didn't use. Zoom in and out on that map. Share it with friends, family, and loved ones. And if you want to see it, let us know. We'd be happy to make that happen.